Hey everyone, so today I went and saw this movie with my friend called Unbroken, and maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, I recommend you do see it. It just really stirred me and just ripped my heart out basically. The real basics of it is it's about war. And so I could tell you the storyline, but I'm not going to do that. What I want to talk about is just love and hate and what it does to us as us as humans. And my heart was stirred so much because, like, in this movie it was white man against Asian and, you know, all of that. And I just hate. Like, I just feel like we all need to get over skin colour. Close your eyes and feel with your heart like we're black, white, yellow, whatever you want to call it, whatever colour we are, it doesn't matter. We all have a heart. We all work the same way from the inside. We all bleed the same blood. We all feel, we all have a soul, we all can get hurt, we can all love. We're all, when it boils down to the point, we're all the same. We're all human. Forget countries. I know Australia Day is coming up. Forget the flags. Forget all of that. Like, culture is good. It is. I totally get that, and I totally get being proud of your country and all of that. But what is war about? What is war doing? Martin Luther King says, hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. And it's so true. War is only going to breed more hatred and more fear and more all of that. And, like, I'm not just talking about war in general, I'm talking about hate and, like, what we do to each other. Like, it's so easy to just hate on people and not be nice and say things that are just degrading or just, you know, not nice or whatever. But, like, it is strength to show love. It is strength to show love when someone puts you down or hurts you. It is strength to not say anything back or to give respect to them as a person, because I've heard it said before, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people are the ones who need help, because obviously something's happened to them that has caused them to act like this, because none of us were born hating. None of us were born racist. None of us were born partial to anything. We were all accepting. Like, if you have a baby with you, they're not going to be like, oh, they're black or they're Asian or they're this. They don't care. They treat everyone the same because everyone is the same. And we just need to, you know, sometimes I wish we could just go like this and just talk and just listen. And I feel like people look so much on the outside sometimes, and it's just like, come on, man, just hear. Give people a chance, hear their hearts, and just, even if what comes out isn't nice, be nice back, because that's strength, and that's something to be big, and that's something big and to be proud of. Like, just so many things just got stirred in me. Like, another thing, like, we talk to people, and, like, I used to do it, and a lot of people do it. It's like, hey, you know, hey, bitch, like, to your friend, or like, hey, CUNT, what's up, man, like, it's like, what is that about? Like, I get that it's all friendly and all of that, but why? Like, why are you calling your friends that, and why are you, like, being like that with your friends? Like, if they're your friends, why aren't we saying, like, uplifting stuff? Like, if you love them and, like, you would do anything for them, like, why are we saying those words? Like, it's not meant like that. Well, if it's not meant like that, why aren't you saying a word that you actually mean? Like, we're getting things mixed up and confused here. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't go and say, oh yeah, that's purple, like, when it's red. I go, wait, that's the colour red. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if we mean something out of love, don't say a bad word, don't say a degrading word out of love. say something that's gonna lift them up. Say something, you know, that is out of actual love. Like, we just, like, the world and this, all of it just gets it so twisted. And like, man, I'm not perfect. I've done all that and get it wrong sometimes too. And like, but I just, yeah, like, my heart got stirred. I like hate, and I hate like division. Like, we constantly focusing on differences. Like, oh, he's bigger, they're big, they're short. Like, or girl, boy, or black, white, or Asian, the Asian and white or black or whatever, you know, like Indian, Aboriginal, Australian, Japanese, blah blah blah. Just cut all that out for a second and like realize that we're all human. We all have hearts. We all have souls. We all want the same thing. We all want to feel loved. We all want to feel supported. We all gravitate towards uplifting things. And it's just like, if we could just encourage each other and build each other up and work together and like do all that, then like, man, like, that would just make such a difference. And like, you could listen to some of the stuff I'm saying and be like, oh yeah, that's so true, yeah man, but then just go off and be like, hey, BITCH and whatever to your friends again. And it's like, just be aware of like what's coming out of your mouth and like actually take a step back and think like where you're coming from, and like stop looking at people's appearances and going, oh, they must be like that, or they must be like this, or I don't like those people because one time a person from that race was mean to me, or all Muslims are like this because Muslims, like, oh my gosh, like they're so, I saw that violent thing on TV once or on the news, or this, a Muslim killed someone once, so they must all be like that, or get out of our country, this and that and whatever else. Like, we don't even own this land. It's from God. Like, everything that is here is God given. Like, who are we? Like, we can't say, oh yeah, this is our country, you know, oh, you know, I own this, I own that. And like, what makes us big? It's not, like, why are we rating people for starters? We're not here to judge. And like, a house, a car, you know, your brand of clothes, this and that, everything else, at the end of the day, it doesn't, none of that matters. None of it. At the end of the day, what matters is your heart and your character and your integrity and everything that just comes from in here matters. Not what you look like. Just quit that for a second. Start seeing differently, seeing not physically, but looking for things like that actually mean something, because looks fade, cars break down, houses are just, you know, they're nothing at the end of the day. Like, they can be wiped, but at the end of the day, like, what stands is this inside, is our spirit. Our spirit can never be broken. Our spirit is us and who we are, and it can't be taken away unless we let it be taken away. And our heart, like, no one can take that from us. No one, unless we let them. And it's just like, come on everyone. Really stirred me, and it's just, yeah, at the end of the day, forget about countries, forget about skin colour, forget about different languages, forget about male, female, black, what, all of that, forget about it. And just think spirit, soul, heart, and look for that and look at that in people. And give people chances, even when you think they don't deserve it, because we've all done things wrong. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes. We're here to love. We're here to show God's love and just be that for people. And yeah. Alright. Thanks for listening to my heart, guys. Night.